Hey guys, kipkay here, and before we get to today's project, I wanted to thank you so much for being a faithful subscriber to my channel. I'm going on 9 years on YouTube, and with each video, it gets a little bit more challenging to come up with projects that everyone likes. In fact, it's very difficult to come up with a project that everyone likes. In fact, you've even said he's running out of ideas. Well, that's just not true. I've got so many different ideas down the road for you, and hopefully you will love most of them. But in order to expand what I do, I've decided to purchase a new tool. I've purchased a wire feed welder because there's so many cool projects that involve welding. Now I know most of you probably don't have a welder, but in a lot of these projects I'll show you an alternative way to make what I'm making without a welder. So hopefully you'll get a kick out of the projects coming up that involve welding, including this first one, Fork and Spoon Man. For Fork and Spoon Man, you're going to need some forks and spoons. I picked up this whole pile of silverware at a local thrift shop for about $4. It's cheap and a little bit beat up, but that's the way Fork and Spoon Man likes it. My wire feed welder is really easy to use, and believe me, I haven't used one since high school shop class. It'll definitely come in handy around the workshop. Oh, and just a tip about that silverware. To weld, you're going to need stainless steel silverware, not silver. So we're going to start off with 2 spoons welded to 1 spoon. You'll see they're both facing the same direction, and we're going to weld them on one at a time. So into the vise goes the larger spoon, which will be the body of our Fork and Spoon Man. And I'll use a vice grip to hold that first spoon securely. We'll weld that first spoon in place, followed by the second spoon. Then I'll use my wire wheel to remove any excess metal. We need to make a couple of strategic bends in our spoons, so using the vise, I'll hold them in place and bend the 2 spoons we just welded on. Okay, Fork and Spoon Man is now standing on his own. Now it's time for the 2 forks, because he's going to need arms and hands as well. But before we weld those in place, we need to make a couple of bends in those forks. So again, secured in the vise, I'll bend those in shape, hammer them in shape, and also use a piece of PVC to curve his one hand. Both forks are now bent into shape, and it's time to weld those to the main body. After those welds, I hit Fork and Spoon Man with some metallic paint. I soaked him down real good just to cover those imperfections and to give him a uniform color. Now, let me present to you Fork and Spoon Man in all of his glory. His left hand conveniently holds a shot glass, and his right hand, well, it's not what you thought. It can hold an olive or a lime. Just keep in mind if you've painted yours like I did, you might not want to eat that olive. If you make your own, you can bend his hands and fingers different ways to hold different objects. Now to make Fork and Spoon Man without a welder, all you need is some 2-part epoxy like JB Weld or something like 5200 marine adhesive. Those will hold the forks and spoons together. So there he is, a great conversation piece and a lot of fun to build, Fork and Spoon Man. And one thing he's got going for him is he always has a close shave. He doesn't have hair, but I do, and shaving was always a pain until Harry's came along. Their German-engineered 5-blade cartridges give a close, comfortable shave with no cuts or burns. Quality is guaranteed, and they'll give you a full refund if you're not happy. They offer factory direct prices to cut out the middleman, and they ship them right to your door. Why pay $32 for an 8-pack of blades when you can get them for half the price at Harrys.com? The Harry's Starter Set is an amazing deal. For just $15, you get a razor, moisturizing shave cream, and 3 blades. And they've worked out a special deal for you guys. Harry's will give you $5 off your first order with promo code KIPKAY5. So stop overpaying for a great shave and start the new year off right. Go to Harrys.com right now, that's HARRYS.com, and enter the code KIPKAY5 at checkout. Click on the link below to start a new shaving experience. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.